I got something on the audio meter. I must be alive. Can you hear me? Said, baby, can you hear me? Oh, yeah. We're live with the mic in the hand. 'Cause I'm streaming with some audio. Let's hope it's working well today. Bum, bum, ba, 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 ba. Oh, yeah, we're working. Decided let's pull the mic in the hand and actually be like, hey, how's it going today? Nice to see you. Have a good one. I'll be here all week. All right. Let's see if everybody shows back up now. Woohoo! Guess what? The mic is working. Yeah, for some reason, I guess I just wasn't, I didn't look at the settings correctly before we started. And when I plugged my mic in, it was like, what? What mic? And then there's no way to find the settings once it goes live. Weird. Okay. So here we are with the mic. I'm going to put it down though. Ugh. Hopefully you can still hear me well with it sitting right there. Oh my gosh. Okay. So everybody's going to show back up here. Hopefully I had like 10 people just hanging around listening to me not say anything. But now we can. We are here with the voice with you. Hey, how you doing? So, JNC Oregon Homestead, nice to see you. Husky and Wolf Dog, my friends are in the house. Perkins for Life, Perkins Life 4. Good to see you guys too. Hopefully, I know there's some others who are just here as well. I just had Love Surf Bunny around as well, and there was a couple others I saw there. So hopefully, it would all be good shortly. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, Happy Farms is in the house. You're in the right place for happy. We're feeling a lot better now that the sound is working. All right, so I got lots of things planned today, one of which is this. I've got my very first tasting of Dandelion Root Tea. So you can do dandelion several different ways with the leaves or the flowers or the roots. And so we're doing the Dandelion Root Tea today. This guy's been steeping since we started the live stream before, which means it's probably been about 15 minutes. So I'm going to pull this thing out and let it chill out a little bit. Love the sound. Oh, yeah. All right, we're back into 7 in the house. Hopefully everybody else will find us again. Hi, Deborah. Good to see you. And so there's a couple of things I wanted to cover with the herbs today. The first of which is this behemoth. This is my coriander / cilantro, depending on where you're living. And as you can see, I've got some monster flowers hanging on there. Put that right in that empty white spot so you can see all the flowers hanging there. What's your flower power? I decided to go, what the heck, I'll let this grow out and maybe just get some seeds off of it for fun, you know? And yeah, we're going to use up most of the rest of this tonight because we're having fajitas, and we're just going to cut all this puppy up and use all the cilantro fresh and, you know, just go bam, nom, nom, nom. Eat it all today. It's going to be good. And same exact thing's happening with the dill. It's this big hairy beast right now. I actually cut it back quite a bit. And he's still bolting with lots of flowers here, even at the spots I didn't cut back. I could probably let him go a little bit longer and see if we can get some more seeds out of him. But he's just so crazy right now that I definitely should cut it back a little bit more. Yeah, I was actually reading something today that says cilantro, coriander is actually the most hated herb in the world because of that exact reason. It was hiding in for light. Hiding in the light said that for years cilantro tasted like soap to me, and that's true for a lot of people. A lot of people have that problem with cilantro gives out that chemical effect, and I can't remember off the top of my head. I've learned it before, but I'm not remembering off the top of my head the exact chemical that causes that. But there is a specific chemical that actually does that, and there is a good reason why that actually happens. Yeah, there's a it has to do with your olfactory receptors, and but there's a specific receptor that actually is involved, and I'm just like totally buzzing what it is. The aldehydes, I think, is what it is. Yeah. Yes. And says like 20% of the population suffers from this. So yeah, figured I'd double look that up again. So oh, thankfully it grew on you. Oh, that's good, because yeah, I love cilantro. Luckily it tastes good to us, and we don't have that problem. And yeah, we love using it in lots of various foods. It's not exactly the best one for tea, but it's great in lots of foods. Great for cooking. So while we're here, we got our 7 people. Love Surf Bunny, unfortunately, and a couple others haven't made it back. Hopefully they will still, but we got you guys here. Man, that could be that too. Thought the restaurant didn't clean the bowls enough. Yeah. Nope, it's the aldehydes and your olfactory receptors that yeah, certain amount of people just have different receptors that yeah, affects them differently. Let's see what we've got with our root tea here. Okay. This is definitely tasting very rooty. Rooty. When you, whenever you have a root tea, they always have more of that earthy, grounded kind of taste to them, if you know what I mean. You can let me know in the comments if you do. If you don't. But yeah, it definitely has that certain rich, earthy, slightly astringent taste. I'm trying to think of one. I mean, people most often say that it's a little bit like chicory or some other ones that are those woody rooty herbs along those lines. They have very good similarities. Yeah, this one's definitely in that area. By itself, it's nothing exciting. I would definitely add some stuff to this. I'd put a little bit of honey in there. But I mean, it's not like it's making me go, ugh. It's definitely a fine taste. I think it would be better as an accent flavor with adding some extra different herbs in there. I wouldn't mind seeing how this would taste. I don't know, probably with it'd probably be interesting with some mint in there. It'd probably be interesting with maybe some of the cinnamon basil, or you could probably combine this with like some of the big ones like ginger and cinnamon, and to make it more, I mean, it'd be quite interesting. So yeah, it's okay by itself. I'm going to keep tasting it to make sure. Yeah. Yes, thank you, Perkins for Life. Smash the like button. Bam! Right down there. Just like that. Just don't hit it with your cup, because it might hurt your computer or spill liquid on it. Oh. Yeah, I'm still enjoying it. It's just like, you know, on the range of ones where I'm like, okay, am I going to have this and be excited to be like, let me just have that by itself? Tasty. You know, it's not like peppermint in that sense for me, or some of the other ones where I'll have just by themselves. Peppermint, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just have that by itself. Oregano, I'll have just by itself. But when this one, no, I want some friends. I want some friends with this one. But it's still, because like the more I have it too, the more I kind of get a bit of a bitter aftertaste with it. So yeah, it needs a few other things to bring it to life and make it happy. So Hiding in the Light asks, do you make all of your tea fresh, or do you like prepackaged tea? I have gotten into the mode of, I either make them fresh because I grow tons of herbs, and I either use them just for making food or making tea, and or I will get loose leaf tea and make it that way. So I generally don't have bag tea. The only time I will is if I'm off on location somewhere or on a trip. But for the most part, it's like, nope, that's it. Thank you for stopping by. Happy Farms. Nice to see ya. Have a good one. Happy days. And that was something else I wanted to talk about as well was Tea with Jan has been, along with another channel, I'm forgetting at the moment, sorry, other channel, has been running a Tea Tuesdays deal, and she's been asking these questions. And I don't do upload videos on Tuesday, so I figured I'd answer the questions on the chat. And her last two questions, the first of which was, what's the tea that got you started? So let me know in the comments what tea got you started on teas, if you like teas at all. If you're a tea drinker, let me know what tea you like. But the teas that really got me started on my tea journey in tea life and tea world were peppermint tea and Earl Grey tea. And I remember those having those early on, and for the longest time, those were pretty much what I drank. Like maybe a small different one. But once we came over here to England, it was really England that made me go tea, because it's here that I discovered loose leaf tea, and decided to start trying to do fresh herb teas, and it just changed everything. So yeah, but I just started off doing the old bag stuff with peppermint tea and with Earl Grey tea, good old standard Earl Grey. But the other question that I had was, what's your favorite local small UK tea company? And I've gotten teas from a couple. The first of which is the Totem Tea Shop UK. Yeah. I think is the actual website that they have. I can put it in the links here. Bring it up real quick. Make sure I got it. Yeah. I will copy that link for you and put it in there if you check them out. Totem Tea Shop UK. They do a lot of really fun blends that I've liked recently. They do a couple of hemp teas, which I'm really enjoying the hemp teas recently. And it just sent me a hemp and orange sample. And then there's this other one, this juicy sloth tea that they have that has hemp in it. That's really good. And then they're the ones who also did the zesty flamingo. They got lots of fun names for their teas. So, but yeah, I really like those guys a lot. There's a couple others here that I've gone to as well, like Morgan's Brew Tea Company. This one that I've got here is by the UK Loose Leaf Tea Company. And also, I've gone with, where's the other one? There's a couple others that I'm not at the time, but those are the major ones. Otherwise, I could go grab it and let you know what the other one is. But let me see here. I figured I'd have some fun and throw some quizzes your way today, just to change things up and have some fun. And just to see how knowledgeable you guys. Let's answer some. We got stuff in the people commenting on stuff here. Let's go to the comments. Definitely peppermint tea with pregnancy. Yep. I'm from the South, who grew up on sweet tea. Yeah, sweet tea. I remember having that early on too, and I really liked that. One that helps with pain. There are a few that help with pain. Let me see here. The couple of the ones I've just done, peppermint is supposed to help with pain. I believe dandelion is also supposed to help with pain. Lavender, which actually is surprisingly is a good wound healer as well. Love dehydrating the herbs and using them. Yep, good way to go. Especially if you got lots of them. Because I don't have that a ton because I just have my small areas. So I mainly just use them fresh and don't have much of a chance to dry them out normally. Let me see here. Deborah says, mother made me tea from fresh herbs, and I live in Connecticut, but you came from Puerto Rico. Yep. I'll have cane of fresh herbs. Ooh, nice. Hey, Liz made it back. Good. Woohoo. Yeah. Crazy kerfuffle with the sound earlier, unfortunately, but hey, we're here. We made it. And yes, I covered the Dandelion Root Tea because I'm doing benefits of dandelion this week for my Sunday video. If you want to join me for that, I'll be doing a premiere for that on Sunday. Yeah, just one of those weird glitches that if you ever do lives, you just got to double check your settings before you go live, because I hook up my external mic to make it sound really sexy. And unfortunately, I didn't recheck the settings after I'd hooked the mic up and go in there and go, oh no, make sure you're on this mic, not on the internal mic. And I could go to the internal mic, but yeah, it's ugly. It's loud. This computer is from like 2008. It's an old computer. So yeah, Eric's wish list for the year is getting a new house and a new computer. So if I set up a Patreon, it'll probably be for something like that. Like, donate to Eric's computer fund so he can do good live streams for you. But I'm just finishing off my Dandelion Root Tea. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. The more I have it, the more I'm like, yeah, my initial assessment was correct. It's a good earthy tea, and if you like that kind of thing, I'm sure you'll like it. There's another video I'm going to do shortly is on Dandelion Coffee, where essentially you take the dandelion roots, and instead of just steeping them like I just did, you'll go and actually roast them, and then you'll grind them up, and it makes a pseudo coffee. So I'll be tasting that for the first time on my Dandelion Coffee video, along with talking about a lot of the things like a little bit of the history of where it came from, because there's not a lot of information on that, and then a little bit on actual how much to use. So I'll actually be talking about if you want to roast it yourself, the temperature to roast it, time to roast it at, and time for steeping and things like that, so you can know all the specifics about how to do yourself some dandelion coffee if you want to have a nice caffeine-free coffee substitute that has lots of health benefits. Yay! Woo! All right, Liz, you have a good one. We'll catch you on the next round. Thank you, Roopster. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I was really happy with that dandelion video there. I think I've just by doing the videos more and more, I've been getting better and better at them. Even for me, who had experience before starting the YouTube channel of editing, it's just there's something you can't escape it. The more you just do something, the more you are refining your skill and perfecting your skill. It's the same for anything in life. It's why they say, generally it takes like 10,000 hours to become a genius at something, because you just got to put in the time and repetition of continually doing something for yourself to get better and better at it, and your skills to get razor sharp until you're perfect and everything's like, yeah. So that's how it goes. Oh yeah. So where was I? Yeah, I was talking. I was gonna do a little quiz. Who's up for a tea quiz? Let's see what you guys know about a little bit of tea. It's just a short 10 question quiz. It'll be fun. Let's do it. Why not? You can keep your answers to yourself on this one, okay? Keep your answers to yourself and let me know at the end how well you did. Okay. Question number 1. Which of the following options is used to make herbal tea and comes from the bark of a tree? I think this one should be pretty easy. We've got oregano, thyme, nutmeg, or cinnamon. What is your answer? Okay. Everybody write your answer down. What do you think it is? Okay. The answer is cinnamon. Cinnamon is a bark. Cinnamon or cassia bark. They're very similar. I was thinking about doing a video on this as well, but I think a few other people have videos out there on it already, but I could do my own take. Why not? But yeah, cinnamon bark. It's one of the few that actually comes from a bark of a tree, and it's awesome because of it. Number 2. Here's a interesting native root. Which of the following roots is used to make a wonderful calming herbal tea? kinkajou, kina, kampala, or kava? Let's see who knows this one. You got the first one, Roopster? All right. You're sharp. You're doing good. This one is one of those ones where it's like, oh, let's just name everything K, and let's see how well you remember it. So, so the answer to number 2 is once again D, or number 4, kava. It's kava. Yeah, kava is a nice soothing herbal drink. And number 3, which of the following plants has been used for centuries in China to make a nice, healthy, refreshing tea? Is it Chengdu, Nanjing, Jinan, or ginseng? What do you think? What's it going to be? Dun, 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 dun. It's what's it good for. I hope all of these aren't 4. I'm pretty sure they're not. Okay, yeah. I'm looking at the next couple. They're not all 4. Okay, they're not all D. But the first 3 were. So that one's 4 as well. That is ginseng. I think the first 3 are like provinces or cities in China. So that was actually a pretty easy one. The next one is fennel tea has been consumed for centuries in the Mediterranean, the Hawaiian Islands, Greenland, or the Australian outback. Which one is it? Fennel tea. Oh, which one's it going to be for fennel tea? I haven't done fennel yet, but yep, this one is. If you've seen any of my history videos, you probably have a good idea of where this happens. So this one is. The answer is number 1, the Mediterranean area. As most of the Lamiaceae herbs, that's the whole mint family, comes from the Mediterranean area primarily, if not a little bit from Asia and a little bit from India. But all of them grow really well around the Mediterranean region, so have been used for ages around that area. So anything that's in that category of an herb is probably started in the Mediterranean area first. Okay. Which tea, according to popular belief, chamomile tea should not be drunk by which people? Pregnant women, men with prostate cancer, alcoholics, or cigar smokers? Okay. Chamomile tea shouldn't be drunk by whom? Whom is not drinking the chamomile tea? And this is another one that my theory on this is that it's just a matter of moderation. If you've watched my benefits videos, I talk about this a lot, that for most herbs, you generally have to have at least 3 cups of it a day, if not more, in order for you to reach a moment of excess. And that means daily for months in order for it to cause problems. There's one I just read about today. They say, okay, you can only have this like 3 times a week before it can start causing problems with you. So it's like that varies a little bit, but really, for the most part, you can have it still. You just don't want to have too much of it, especially if you're pregnant. That makes it a little bit tough. Hey, Rex, George, good to see you. So the answer to this question, Rex, since you're late, chamomile tea should not be drunk by pregnant women. That's number 1. That's the one they always bring up the most, is pregnant women. Whenever I look at the side effects of teas, they're always like going, "Oh no, pregnant women should never have this, should never have that." And it's like, come on, people. These are herbs. They're still good for you. And just because you're pregnant doesn't make them any less good. It just means that the ones that have more volatile properties, possibly like the roots, especially like maca root or dandelion root, or even kava. Kava, I think, was the one I was thinking of, that they say only have 3 times during the week before you start reaching the amount of excess as far as trying to use it for sleep, because it can cause other problems with certain people. But really, yeah, for most of them, if you have, just 1 cup a day, it's going to be fine, man. It's going to be fine. All right, next question. Woohoo! You guys having fun? You liking the quiz? Just throwing a little, info your way as we go down. I figured that's why it'd be fun. If you guys haven't hit the like button, bam! Like button right down there. Okay. So, which of the following is used to flavor schnapps as well as making a tasty herbal tea? Actually, all these I know have been used in schnapps, but this one says Rumpelminz schnapps. So a very specific schnapps. If you're a schnapps drinker of Rumpelminz, does it have peach in it? Does it have peppermint in it? Does it have wintergreen in it? Or does it have pear in it? I've heard of schnapps being made with every single one of these things. Like to flavor your schnapps with rum. Yep, good way to go. Good way to go. I've got some wonderful rum hiding in my cabinet that I still haven't touched yet. I'm not much of a rum drinker, but we went to the Canary Islands. If you've seen my La Palma video, and they make some incredible rum over there, man. I'm telling you, if you ever get a chance to go to La Palma in the Canary Islands, killer rum. I didn't actually talk about the rum in my video, but yeah, we went to this one place and got some rum, and man, it's quality stuff. I need to break it out soon because, yeah, it's. I think we were just waiting for friends until Corona opened back up so we could have friends over and I could share it with them and share the awesomeness of this La Palma rum. So, but yes, the answer for that one is number 2. It's peppermint. Peppermint goes into Rumpelminz schnapps. But hey, any of those are good in schnapps. Anything that has a nice flavor to it, or vodka. I don't have any of those myself very often. Like I said, I'm mainly a tea drinker. I'll have a little bit of wine, and that's about it. So I'm not sure I'm going to say this one right. Sakurayu is a Japanese. No surprise there. Sakurayu is a Japanese herbal tea which is made from the following things: orange blossoms, cherry blossoms, apple blossoms, or banana blossoms. Do bananas have blossoms? Yes, they do. Haha. And this one, if you know anything about Japan, you'll know which one of these trees is most prevalent over there and exists over there the most. So it'll be easier for you to figure out. Let's move along here. The answer to this one is Deborah's got it. It's number 2. It's the cherry blossom. Ooh, well done, Deborah. All right. Next one. Nice, easy, true or false question. Belladonna tea has been used for many years as an aphrodisiac. True or false? Belladonna tea. Oh, yeah. Who wants some tasty belladonna tea? Huh? You don't, because it's false. The stuff is poisonous. It is toxic. No belladonna tea, people. Okay? Don't touch it. It's bad stuff. Next one should be very easy for everybody who's been watching my channel the last week or so, or just watching my video right now. I don't even have to ask this question. You all know the answer to it. Dandelions can be used to make a wonderful herbal tea. Everyone say, yeah. Yeah, it can. You know it can. I just did a tea review on it. Of course it is. I got whole videos talking about how it's great. So yes, you don't even have to answer that one. I know you know. Let's go right to the last one. Which herb is used to flavor licorice as well as making a wonderful herbal tea? Is it catnip, anise, artichoke, or caraway? So anise seed or caraway seed. So catnip, anise, artichoke, or caraway. Yes, a little bit tougher, this one, I think. Unless there's some really big licorice aficionados out there. Because really, I mean, you can actually make a herbal tea out of a couple of these. I don't know, I would try artichoke. That doesn't sound too pleasant. But I definitely use artichoke hearts in other ways, but I don't think they would make a good tea. But this one is, let me go back and look at, yes, number 2, it is anise. And that is anise seed, I believe, not star anise. I have a video on that as well, as what the difference is between anise seed and star anise, if you've seen that. Go talk about some of the differences on their benefits and where they come from. Woo! So that's the tea quiz. Woohoo! That took up a lot of time, man. I had like a couple herb quizzes too, but I'm going, man, that's like taking up all the time. We're just moving right along. How's everybody doing today? Anyways, you all having a good day, I hope? Feeling good today? Yeah, you never know until you try it, do you, JNC? Yeah, that's true with some things. There's some things you hear about it and like, that doesn't sound good, and then you have it and like, yeah, not bad. Or tea, MT. What tea are we talking about here, George? Or tea as in oregano. Oregano tea is good. Well, one of the things I mentioned in my that I wanted to talk about, got up, watered garden, and started watching. Oh, thank you. Excellent. Got to water it early in the morning. That's the same thing I do. Just water everything nice and early and take it easy on them. I've been trying to stagger my watering a little bit more lately to prevent bugs from showing up. So I think it's been working out pretty good too. My oregano, I think I need to reseed though, because I think it got hit by bugs while it was still in the soil, and it started sprouting, and they went, ugh. So sad. So I'm gonna have to restart that one. But it's the same as these guys here with the dill and the cilantro. I still have plenty of time. Some people go like, oh no, it's already July, August, you can't replant. You can. Especially if you like extend the life by having them inside and they're not affected by the cold, or if you got a grow light, it always makes it easier to do. But I can easily get 2 cycles out by starting in May and then starting again in July. No problem. Yep. But I'm just going to talk some general things about herb benefits. Now, something I've recognized after doing quite a few videos on these and studying a lot on it is pretty much all herbs have a lot of similar benefits, especially ones that are all in the same family with the Lamiaceae herbs. So that's pretty much all of the majors, which includes mint, it includes the oregano, it includes the thyme, it includes the basil, it includes the cilantro even, I believe, and it even includes the dill. So almost every major herb you think of is hiding under that Lamiaceae category of the mint family. And that's generally because one of the things that they say you can tell it by is the squareness of the stems. I don't so much notice that. I don't know as far as them having square, I can see a touch of it, but not entirely. So, but anyways, they all seem to have very similar properties. There's like each one has specific things that they're good for, but in general, pretty much any one of the herbs that you have are going to have good digestive properties to them. So they're going to help with any kind of upset stomachs or indigestion, or there are various problems along the lines of gastrointestinal problems. So IBS comes up a lot these days, or other things with just trying to detoxify the body or run things through the body. It's good for all those kinds of things. They're good for lots of the basic research talks about how they're good for, heart health, cancer. And I mean, they generally are, that's why I love herbs, is they all are just have good general health benefits along the lines of if you have a problem with anything with your health, there's an herb out there that helps cover it. So that's the beauty of them, and why I just love herbs so much. Is you can go to any herb and find those similar benefits. There's lots that'll have benefits as far as lung health. A lot of them help with coughs and breathing. And a lot of them help with mental acuity as well. So it's like, yeah, you go from head to foot, and you can find an herb that helps with them. So, and pretty much every single herb, like I said, has some kind of gastrointestinal, some kind of stomach digestive help to it. Like, basil has it, cilantro has it, dill has it, fennel has it, peppermint has it. Each and every one of those has some kind of gastrointestinal and stomach help to it. So if you're having some problems with either of those, if you're not grabbing the peppermint, which is one of the stronger of them, you can easily grab one of the others, and they can help just the same, because it's all a matter of your own body chemistry, right? Because like we talked about earlier with the cilantro, everybody's body chemistry affects things differently. And it's why, if you really are looking at the details of wanting to get some health benefits out of something, that you can experiment it around with it yourself. But if you want, the full-on health benefits, you probably need to consult with an actual master herbalist in order to find out all of the things that it can do for you specifically. But really, at the end of the day, you have to do your own self-experimentation, because your body chemistry is going to be different from someone else's. And they may be able to help refine that for you, but a lot of it's going to be trial and error as far as what you try and go, okay, this helped and that didn't. Because I've heard people already, after doing the peppermint videos, go like, yes, I tried it and used some peppermint oil on my temples, and it was fabulous for me. And I had another person saying, no, it like overwhelmed my senses and it didn't help me at all. So it's all relative, people, but they're great. And they do help. And I do find that they actually affect me a lot of times stronger than some, not necessarily than most people, but I find that I when I have it, it can affect me pretty fast. So it's kind of like how I'm a lightweight when it comes to alcohol. I don't have much alcohol because it's like I can just get knocked out in a hurry. So, and it's the same thing with the herbs, that it's like, if I'm having some gastrointestinal problems, if I have a cup of peppermint tea or two real quick, I notice that it'll calm it down pretty quickly. Or I notice that if I have some lavender chamomile tea at night, that it helps with me feeling sleepy and knocking me out a little faster. Same thing with the ones that are supposed to like help boost up the metabolism or your energy levels, which includes the dandelion root and some of the others like the maca. When I have those, it'll instantly kind of make me go, woo. And if I drink it too fast, my head will be like, whoa, too much, too fast. Ah. So I don't know about you guys. Do you guys get affected by herbs quickly this way? I'd really like to know if you do. So please let me know in the comment section if you get affected quickly, or if you think it takes a little bit more for you to be affected by certain herbs. And it might just be, like according to various ones. Yes, peppermint's amazing for me. I love peppermint, and it does help with a lot of people. Deborah says she does get affected pretty quickly. Yep. So yeah, I mean, that is one of the interesting aspects of herbs that I definitely like to try and talk to people about, is that all these health benefits, and that's why research is so hard for it to pin down, I think, as well, is that they affect everybody differently. So when they go, like one study goes, oh, well, only, 10% of the people are affected, but this study, 50% of the people are affected, because if you got just a bunch of people with the right body chemistry and you're only testing, 10 people or 50 people, it can easily skew that evidence. So that's why lots of research is needed, or just why you can actually rely on historical herbalist research on the fact that, okay, peppermint's been used as a diuretic for like thousands of years now. I think we can trust it's a diuretic. Just on the fact of that, So you don't necessarily need research. In all my videos, in my benefits, I do try and go, okay, here is the modern research for those who love that and like to be reassured that, yes, modern medicine has confirmed this. It is there. It says that it is good for you. I like to have that in there. But at the end of the day, I also go like, no, it says it's all good for these things too. And, if your body chemistry is right, yeah, it could be perfect for you for that thing. So try it out, man. If something says that it's good for a specific thing and you have a problem with that, give it a shot, see if it works, because herbs at the end of the day, there's very few that are on the unsafe list, unless we actually know that they are toxic, like belladonna, too much nightshade, or some other ones. So witch hazel, I think, is too much of that can easily get a little bit toxic. But then there's other ones out there as well that actually are toxic herbs. Ponella mint is one of the mint varieties that is a toxic one. But unless you know that, off the top, like J&C says that, even touch dill, it puts them in anaphylactic shock. So it's like, again, different body chemistry, I can have dill all day long, but anaphylactic shock, if they so much go, come close to it, it's like, So with me, I'm fine. Dill, my friend. Unfortunately, not your friend. But that's you did that. One of those things that hopefully you, as far as that kind of severe reaction, you can find out beforehand, and that's sometimes that you can find out those things just because other herbs affect you in certain ways. You can be like, okay, like dandelions, anything in that family. Generally, if you have a problem with dandelions, then anything around the Asteraceae family, which includes the daisies, which includes the where's the big one that I'm forgetting? The mugwort. I'm buzzing what they are there, but I think calendula's in there. Chrysanthemums are in there. A lot of those various flowers, you're generally going to may have a problem with any of those flowers along that line. So if you have a problem with something, you can generally look and go, okay, if it's in this specific grouping of flowers, then I might want to be careful about anything I have with any of those flowers. Yeah. Anybody else have any major allergies to any particular ones, or have tried anything that has worked out for them as far as herbs is concerned? Yeah, yes, maybe not. Hello, Bits of Real Panther has shown up. Good to see ya. Oh yeah. Well, we had a 10-15 minute false alarm, so I'm like looking at my clock. I'm at 42 minutes, but I'm actually almost at an hour now here. So we're gonna wrap. Yeah, Deborah's got to go pick up her grandson, and I was just reaching up everything I was going to talk about today on my happy list. And I think I'll save an herb quiz and some herb knowledge and fun next week. Oh, suddenly says my connection's unstable. Maybe I'm moving around too much and I'm freaking the computer out. But I'm going to get moving along for today. It's been so wonderful having you all here. If you haven't done so yet, hit the like button. You can also hit the bell button so you'll know exactly when my live comes on next week. It's going to be Thursday at the same time, but so you're reminded, you'll get a notification if you hit the bell button. Woohoo! Otherwise, you guys take care of each other. Hopefully you'll all be able to get out a little bit, get some exercise and get some air and keep yourselves alive and happy. Backyard Gardener, just catching the end. You're going to have to catch the catch-up because I'm just ending right now. Hello and goodbye. Okay, no, I'm still here because I haven't hit the end button yet. You guys have a great day. We will catch you very soon. And, if you're just now catching in, I guess you'll have to start from the beginning of this. Woohoo! I'm going to go delete the other one because I'm not talking on that one. So have a good day, y'all. Have a good one. Peace out. Woo!